Alright, YouTube, this is my basketball prediction. Yeah, I got 3 videos I had to upload on my channel, but oh well, it is what it is. Now, this one is going to be my NBA predictions on the Toronto Raptors versus the Milwaukee Bucks in the 3rd round of the Eastern Conference semifinals. Now, I already done a video yesterday on the Portland Trail Blazers and the Warriors, so I got to do one today. And then whoever advances from these games, I get to make one video, and that's what I'm happy about. Now, Kawhi Leonard did hit a 3 at the end of the game, and the score was 92-90. They beat the 76ers in 7 games. It took 7 games to beat the 76ers. Now, the Raptors are coming in a situation where they're in uncharted territory. They're in a place they've never been before. And Kawhi Leonard is the only player on that team with all the experience. He's been in the 1st round, 2nd round, 3rd round. He's been to the finals. He's won championships. He's lost championships. He's played superstar players. You know, he was able to contest LeBron James a lot of times. He was able to contest a lot of the players when he was with the San Antonio Spurs. So him being on the team is a great addition. So he kind of knows insight. But, however, history has it, even if you get a superstar that's been to all the rounds, been to the finals, won championships, lost championships, he has to be the leader of that team. And it's him and 2 other guys that are superstars. But they're going against a team that is a force of nature. They're going against a team that seems that they don't ever slow down, and that is the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks are bigger, stronger, faster. They can play 4 quarters of a basketball game. They too have a star on their team. They too have experience. I mean, they won the 1st round easily. They won the 2nd round, and they themselves had a 7-game series and won the 7-game series. And they're the only team in the East that is a threat to the Golden State Warriors winning another championship. As we know, the Bucks for the past 5 seasons, they beat the crap out of the Golden State Warriors. And they faced the Toronto Raptors twice or 3 times in the NBA season. And we all know that if Toronto is going to win this series against the Bucks, it has to be in 7 games. Because let's be honest, Milwaukee games 1 and 2 are going to be in Milwaukee. And Milwaukee are going to do all they can to make sure they win those 2 games. Toronto would have to go back to Toronto and tie up the series 2-2. And then Game 5 would be back in Milwaukee. And Game 6 would be back in Toronto. Game 7 would be back in Milwaukee. And to me, the only thing that can hurt Milwaukee is that Kawhi Leonard has been in all the rounds, the finals. And Milwaukee is good to win a 7-game series. The thing is, if I'm Milwaukee, I might as well send the game into 2 overtimes, 3 overtimes, and take Kawhi Leonard and the Raptors to the absolute limit. Now, who wins this series and why? Now, I'm a little torn on this series because I got to say it's 50-50. It's 50% if the Bucks can somehow win the series in such a short period. Because the longer the series drag out, it goes in the favor of Toronto. And the shorter that the Bucks can make the series go, it goes into the favor of the Bucks. So I got to say it's 50-50. It's 50 if Toronto wins it. It's 50 if the Bucks win it. Now, if Toronto advance to the NBA Finals, it'll be the first time in their franchise that they go to an NBA Finals. And that might be something completely different that we're not used to seeing in the finals. I want to say the Bucks should win the series in 7 games and advance to the NBA Finals. I mean, either way, you got 2 teams that have not been to the finals in a long time. Toronto has never gone to the NBA Finals in their finals history. The Milwaukee Bucks have never gone to the NBA Finals in almost the last 40 years. Last time they went to a finals is when they had the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. How was the last time the Bucks gone to an NBA Finals if you actually look up the history? You can't find them in the 80s, you can't find them in the 90s, and you can't find them in the 2000s. So it's been almost 40 plus years we ain't ever seen Milwaukee Bucks in no NBA Finals. And Toronto has never gone to the NBA Finals in their franchise history. So any one of these teams could win and advance to the finals and be a threat to Golden State. If it's Toronto, they got a shot at knocking off the Warriors. But the team I would love to see beat the Warriors in the finals is the Bucks, because that's the only team in the East that know how to tear that team apart offensive-wise and defensive-wise. And this is going to be one of the biggest tests for Milwaukee. Can you beat a superstar like Kawhi Leonard and shut down the Raptors? This is also a test for Kawhi Leonard. Can he somehow knock off the Bucks and prove that there's a reason why he left San Antonio? So both teams got something to prove. Both superstars on both teams have something to prove. So I'm torn. It's 50-50.